Hi, everybody. 5 o'clock on this Thursday, and I think we're about ready to put our 2-day winter storm to bed. And while my messaging when I was on KGW's morning show this morning was that I thought in terms of mountain snow and to some extent precip, period, the storm had underproduced, but we could get enough in this final hour or two this evening overnight of valley rain and mountain snow to get pretty close to the forecast projections when the storm started. Remember the forecast projections of this strongest winter storm overall that we had seen since mid-January in terms of cold with moisture was that the valley could get upwards of an inch of rain. Yesterday we had a half of an inch of rain. So far today, 36 100s. So, a little bit of rain yet to come this evening and overnight. We can make it to an inch. And then up on the mountain, as of this morning, we were only 6 inches of snow. It was crazy. Remember, the snow projection was 10 to 20 inches. Well, we've doubled that 6 inches, and there's more to come tonight. So, maybe by the time the storm warnings get lifted, the winter storm warning for parts of the gorge and for the Cascade still up through tonight, set to expire at 4 a.m. Friday morning. That timeline will either be lifted sooner or will expire at that time. And then our storm is done, and we have some fairly quiet weather going into the weekend. Okay, I just want to focus on what's going on right now, and then we'll get you into your weekend forecast. So on the left, right here, this is current radar. This is mostly light rain that is slowly lifted south to north up over the Portland area, now up into Vancouver. It's pretty light at my home up here in Clark County. It is snow falling, but light out in the Columbia River Gorge, and still snow falling up on Mount Hood as well. I do want to show you some of the actual observations, and let's just start with the coast and work our way over to the Cascades. We've had a south wind in parts of the valley today and also along the coast, and it's pretty mild. Astoria's at 50 degrees. Now it's cloudy. They continue to see some rain. There's Depot Bay on the left. There's the Inner Ottercrest camera on the right. The Coast Range actually had snow last evening into the overnight, and then the snow on the highways was pretty much gone by this morning. You can still see right here, and I can blow this up. Here's the Sunset Rest area. So, that's snow roadside. The highway's fine, 39 degrees. Obviously, if you're going to be doing any, traveling overnight tonight or early tomorrow morning, there could potentially be some freezing spots, but I think generally the Coast Range itself is going to be okay. All right, so that was the coast, a quick look. Let's go ahead and take you up to the Cascades. I'm using my weather site, portlandweather.com, and these are the individual pages, which are great for travel references that you can pull up. So here's the new snow, just going back to this morning, 6 inches of timberline, 97-inch base now. They've picked up over a foot, all total. Meadows, 6 inches, 87-inch base now. Skibo, 4,000 feet, 5 inches, a 40-inch base now. All the resorts are open. And again, it looks like we have a chance to see totals at least reach somewhere in that 14 to 18-inch range by tomorrow morning for the 2-day snow event. It's pretty quiet tomorrow. The chance of snow showers early in the morning in the Cascades on Friday, otherwise mostly cloudy with some sun breaks, a breezy day, temperatures around freezing. And this would be some light precipitation on Saturday and maybe some light precipitation on Sunday. By Sunday, we're starting to warm up, 40 degrees at Government Camp. The Cascade passes are snow covered, although during the day today, Government Camp was above freezing, but now it's down to 29, and you can see that mountain pass. The Siskiyou Summit, I talked about this the other day because they've had pretty good moisture down that direction. It turned out to be rain over the Siskiyou Summit the last couple of days, not snow. It's 36 degrees there now. It's this camera right here, and you can see that is just wet. But Santiam, incredibly snow covered. Willamette Pass, snow covered. I-84 out in the Blues, Cabbage Hill, 26 degrees and pretty slow going, as you can see by that travel camera right there. Okay, the Gorge has been making news. In fact, KGW, we had a live reporter, not reporter, but photographer showing us the snow pictures out in Hood River this morning, which was fun to see. As of this morning, they had about 4 inches on the ground, and matching the forecast for the Gorge, which was 4 to 8 inches through this entire period. It has been above freezing during the daytime hours of today. There's Cascade Locks, I-84 snow, roadside, the highway's wet, 34. Hood River was above freezing, now back down to 32. Light snow. This highway could see some partial snow cover this evening and overnight tonight, while temperatures fall a little bit and light snow continues to fall. But generally speaking, everything is pretty decent. I want to show you this. This is the camera in Hood River at Cathedral Ridge Winery. And if you look at the tabletop, now they actually melted off a little bit today, but that tabletop this morning looked like there was a fat 4 inches on it. Again, they melted off a little bit today because it got above freezing, but another, I don't know, at least 2, 3 inches of snow could accumulate in the gorge this evening and overnight tonight before the moisture really starts to shut off. Again, it still looks like the moisture overall is going to be shutting off overnight tonight, maybe some lingering showers early Friday morning, but then that's it. We'll get into some dry weather. This is the water vapor imagery from the full disk Pacific loop, if you will. And right here in the back of this is actually a cold front that's going to near the coast. I'm looking at my notes, Saturday morning, and that's just kind of weekend, hold offshore, and then fall apart as it pushes inland Sunday morning. So this is our weekend moisture maker. But because it's going to be weakening, I've got Portland Saturday getting maybe up to 1,500 of an inch of rain, some light showers Sunday morning, and then becoming dry. So it's not a lot. Now, clearly, you can see this is not cloud cover, it's water vapor. But this is heightened water vapor, so it's going to come likely with cloud cover. So we're going to have a lot of cloudiness around tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think, is a day that could be cloudy with some thin spots for kind of filtered sun or partly sunny times, becoming dry during the day. And then I'm going to show you in a moment, we'll start to pick up shower chances again Saturday overnight from this weakening system that we're looking at. So let's go ahead and take a look at that future rainfall. This is the American GFS model. And the modeling is done pretty well. This is 4 o'clock today, showing what's mostly the light rain area that's going to be just kind of hanging around this evening. And here's a lingering shower still at 4 a.m. Friday morning, would be light moisture, and then it's gone once we get past sunrise. And then this is Friday morning, this is Friday early afternoon, this is Friday at 4 p.m. So clearly there's the chance of some showers brushing the coast tomorrow afternoon. It would be light stuff. I do think we stay completely dry once we get past sunrise, all dry through the daytime hours tomorrow, up and down I-5, including Seattle, including Central Oregon, including out east and through the gorge. And there will be some warming temperatures, especially out in the gorge during the day. Now, remember, overnight, showers start to push into the valley. Here's 4 a.m. Saturday morning. This is, if it's correct, fairly steady rain at the coast, some light showers moving kind of through the valley. And then it's kind of weakening broken areas. I think this is mostly light rain or light showers at times Saturday. This is 4 p.m. Saturday. I feel pretty confident by saying that, Portland and Salem are going to average no more than 1/4 of an inch of rain on Saturday. Maybe the beach gets 1/4 or 3/10. So 1,500 doesn't sound like much, but if you have outdoor plans Saturday, it's possible that 1,500 of an inch of light rain is kind of steady on and off throughout the day. So not sure how much absolute dry time we get on Saturday. Here are the showers lingering Sunday morning, and then there they go, trying to move out for a dry afternoon right there. So that, not a 0% chance of rain Sunday afternoon, but pretty good to me. We'll get a dry break, and then we're actually going to see some moisture start to try to move back up into our area on Monday. There's a little bit of what would be light showers on President's Day too, not anything substantial. What about the snow? So how much more snow could be coming to the Cascades and the Gorge? Again, this was shut off overnight tonight. So let's check this. It's got 3 inches around Mount Hood at 4 p.m. Well, it's already 4 p.m. In fact, it's already 5 p.m. So I'm going to play this forward, and then we're going to subtract the 3 inches. So this is into tomorrow morning. It shows 8 inches total snow, but I've already picked up 3. So what this is showing you in the Cascades is the chance for 5 more inches of accumulating snow at pass level this evening, overnight tonight, ending early tomorrow morning. And it does show that chance. We talked about this. So maybe another 2, 3, 4 inches of snow in the gorge accumulating into early tomorrow morning. And then we will become dry, and that's it. Okay. So drying weather coming tomorrow. What's interesting, that system I showed you on the water vapor, that new front that's kind of coming inlet, it's going to reignite east winds. Not only reignite east winds, they've been going 15 to 30 miles per hour out in East County, but it's going to give us the strongest east winds of the entire week tomorrow. I want to show you this. So right here is the east wind area. 4 o'clock today, 21 mile per hour gust in the West Gorge, all right? I'm just going to play this into tomorrow afternoon. Look at this. Holy moly mackerel. Here we are at 4 p.m. Friday. By far the strongest east wind speeds we have seen all week. Now, again, this is in the gorge. Look at the coloring. This is in the gorge, 46 mile per hour wind. This could be 50 mile per hour wind gusts in parts of Skamania County. 46 mile per hour winds coming out of the West Gorge, 40 mile per hour winds gusting into I-205. And then all of this blue color is kind of the outflow area of some breezy winds, maybe to 28 miles per hour out in Hillsboro tomorrow afternoon. Notice there's no blue color when you get south of Wilsonville. Now you've got calmer winds with no gorge influence at all down in the central and south Willamette Valley. But in green, these will be east winds, breezy at times all the way to the coast. So again, you folks, East County, you're really going to get a pretty good blow. Now, what's interesting about this is you can make the argument that it's worth watching, that this is going to blow in lower dew points, allowing colder temperatures than we've seen Friday overnight and Saturday morning. I've talked about this. And I still think there's at least a slight chance that we could have some 32, 33 degree temperatures with some light snow spots going into Saturday morning. It's a slight chance. I think odds still favor us being mid-30s, 36, 37 of cloud cover and the wind blowing and rain. But just that one more opportunity to kind of keep an eye on things. But that's interesting to me. At the east winds are really going to get going. I want to show you before I'll come back to the 7-day in just a moment. We like to go to our regional map. Here, look at that, 50 in Eugene, much warmer down in the South Valley. No east wind there. Portland gets a chilly east wind and it's 40. Wow. All right, Seattle. Remember we looked at the animations and they didn't show hardly any moisture north of Vancouver or north of Calais County the next couple of days. Look at this. All dry, 49 up in Seattle tomorrow. A chance of rain Saturday, but it's very possible that Seattle stays mainly dry Saturday with a high of 51. The same thing on Sunday, and pretty comfortable temperatures coming in and not much wind. So that would be lovely. All right, let's bounce it over into Central Oregon. Bend 41. There is snow on the ground over in Central Oregon. Tomorrow, 28 tonight, 31 tomorrow. Chance of snow showers mainly in the morning, otherwise partly sunny skies developing. And then Saturday, kind of mostly cloudy to partly sunny. Any precipitation would be very light. There could be a bit of a mix of light precip with a temperature of 35. I don't really think there's anything measurable over there at all on Saturday. And then Sunday looks completely dry with a temperature of 48 degrees. So that's a look at a couple of regions across our area. Now I do want to get you back to our 7-day forecast. So the storm ends. All warnings will be dropped by the time you wake up tomorrow morning out in the gorge and the Cascades. Friday after early shower, chances partly sunny. We talked about those gusty east winds, impressive. 47, if it's not that warm in Portland, it would be because of those gusty east winds. It's certainly going to be around 50 in Salem tomorrow. Saturday, rain showers, again, mostly light, but maybe a lot of the hours have some rain falling, 47. And Sunday, I think it's an AM shower and then becoming dry. Washington's birthday on Monday, kind of like Saturday. There's some occasional showers around, but not much. And then right now, I think odds favor us being dry on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with some mild temps in the 50s. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. Well, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. That helps me out. Thanks for watching my video, my YouTube channel, my weather site's portlandweather.com. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill, and for now, I'll say goodnight.